Hi everyone, and welcome to week 2 of the course. Very excited this week to chat with you about another exciting topic. This one in particular will be about taking feedback and how to implement this into future assignments. The topics that we will be covering over the course of the next couple minutes are going to be how to review the feedback itself. Then we will be going over how to take that feedback and implement it in future assignments. And then we will be going over what that looks like long term for the course if you need additional resources and support. So as we get started, it might be worthwhile to take a look at an assignment where you receive feedback. So as we go over taking feedback, the first thing that we will be discussing, as I noted, is going to be how to find that feedback. If you are in your grade section, you can find your graded rubric in there, which will go over in detail more information, especially in the overall section for you about your feedback. If you're looking at your grades, you can see also in there, in the completed rubric, information that you can review. But primarily, the majority of your feedback will come in that overall section, especially if we've recently completed our first discussion post, and that's something that we want to go ahead and get completed. If we're looking in there in the overall feedback section, there should be separate paragraphs in there. So review each one so that you can get a little bit more information about what I look for a successful assignment each week. Now, as we've discussed how to review the feedback, now we want to take it and implement it. Feedback is critical and is a gift in this course, especially as we work through the remainder of the course. If you are looking to receive high marks, A's, B's on assignments, you're really going to want to implement the feedback that I provide to you each week on your writing, on the content that you provide, as well as more information on how you are able to complete future assignments in a way that will be successful. So with this, the most important thing to consider is going to be your writing style. If I indicate in your feedback that your writing may use some additional work and we may want to contact the Writing Center, I would highly suggest reaching out to them so that you can work on your grammar, and you can also work on your own through Word and have your assignment read back to you and dictated to you. That is something that I would highly suggest, is reading your words back to make sure that it doesn't just sound like you spoke or saying this to a friend, that this is your written professional language that you would use for academics. So keep that in mind. The second item that we want to focus on is content. If I provided you feedback on the amount of information that you put into this, whether that be in discussion responses to your peers, or that be in information that you included out of the prompt that was required in your initial post or initial assignment, then we are going to want to make sure that you read thoroughly on future assignments to provide and include all necessary components of the prompt, and that you provide more detail when you are replying to your peers if it's a discussion response feedback scenario. So please make sure that you are then looking and reading over assignment feedback so that you feel more confident on working on those discussions in the future. Long term, our last topic is just going to be the impact will be that your grade will likely increase the more you absorb that feedback and the more you work on it. This is not going to be the last class where you will receive feedback from a professor. Each professor has their own guidelines of what they might look for in assignments. There is the general rubric, but what we look for might be slightly different from professor to professor. So I always try to specify what I hope other professors will be looking for in future courses, as this might be the first course that you've taken here at SNHU, and it might be a little bit new for you to some of this feedback. I always want to be sure that we are working on preparing you as best we can for future courses in your degree program. It is very much important that you absorb feedback now so that future courses can be so much easier for you as you go forward. So definitely reach out if you have any questions. My contact information will be in this announcement that is posted, and I really do look forward to connecting with you throughout the rest of the course. Again, absorb that feedback, and if you have any questions about feedback that I've provided you, please let me know. Have a good day, y'all.